Countdown. Opening burst, all CDs. He's not stacking immediately, but stacked for the first ads. Desecrate comes down, everyone's on the green marker, although the green marker goes walkies, which isn't so great. It's green marker as Veld. All killed quickly though. Here comes the Iron Star. Goes past, should be a Devo Aura going off here from Daru. Cleaving off the Shaman, which is being interrupted by tanks of melee. Second Desecrate, everyone's nice and clumped, taking out the weapon. Burning the ads. He's cleaving off the boss. I'd probably prefer he was cleaving off the ads, but works either way. And we've got Remorseless Winter, and we've all the mage stuff and whatnot to break it up a little bit. Second Iron Star with Devo again. We've got 2 paladins in our group, of course. No second Wolf Rider, so we don't have to take that out. If you need to take it out, no major loss, no misplaced weapon, so we don't need to take that out. So we just go straight to intermission. And he'll drop a capacitor totem on his way in, and then he repositions it near the mobs, which stuns them there, while the 3 of them are cleaving them down, running, and in here, burning them down again, pausing by the white thing and picking it up on the purple. Just straight DPS time here. And he's in the baiting group, so you get another point of view here. We've got Turkish Impatient as a Warlock and Mana as an Ele Shaman, so 3 manoeuvrable DPS. Getting MC'd and being rapidly knocked out. And they're getting into position for the whirling. He's pausing to do the static portion of his rotation on the way out, but still out in plenty of time. And the bait group is stacked up nice and tight together right next to the previous weapon. Make best use of that space, and then the moment it's going off, they're back in for the next MC. He's trying to drop a capacitor totem there, so it'll be time to go off just as the MC goes off. Sometimes he makes the timing, sometimes he doesn't. It's worth a shot. The capacitor totem stays friendly to the group no matter what, so even if he gets MC'd, it still only targets the MCs, and they're out for the whirling. All the range are out, and here come the melee to join them. And Velt charges in at the very tail end of while the whirling's still on, dead, and all the other range stay out so that they can be sure to get that Desecrate, which goes immediately after that whirling. Then they're in for the mind control, which is coming. There's the MC, he's just cleaving off the boss. Again, I'd probably rather he focused on the ads first, but or the MCs first, but whatever, it works. and they're out neatly stacked for the desecrate, right on top of each other so that they don't get trapped with further to run. Next one's going to be whirling, so that rather than go in, they just go straight to the whirling position. And here come the melee out. Minor healing CDs, nothing major, so like Light's Hammer and that sort of healing CDs, 1 minute stuff, not big stuff. And yep, we transition with bugger all to go, like 11 or 12%. And then we sit round for the elevator music. For some reason he decided to use a pot in phase 2. Actually, he's got it macroed in or something. Really, that's not a major DPS checkpoint. If he felt like correcting his macro, he'd probably be better off using it in phase 3 or phase 4, but whatever. We're making the DPS check in phase 4, so not killing anyone. Okay, and down, and the bait group is immediately moving out. And here's the weapon, and they're straight in, and there's going to be the MC coming. Boom, here's the MC. They need to get them out quickly. And then spreading out into the corners for the empowered. Need to be spread out from each other, don't want to dodge left and right into each other's things. We've got Daru's Devo here, plus one of Mana's CDs, plus a few minor personals. Get in, get up close and personal with your ads. You need to hold threat on it and you need to keep away from the other. So you want to be within melee range with those ads like Mana was doing there. It's a lot easier to hold threat from melee range. Then once that weapon after has gone out, everyone comes in. There's going to be a mind control next, so we can push 10%. We push 10% first. 7:30 will probably do the same because you guys will have more DPS than we have. So, bait group stays out because phase 3 always starts with a weapon. And we've lusted here, so we're going balls to the wall. Desecrate, they run in. We're going to have an MC coming. Boom, MC, they knock them out. Got to do those things neatly. Everyone's getting out, all the ranged are out already for the next whirling. It's going to be the second and last empowered whirling, so we're throwing everything in the kitchen sink here. We've got Lax Devo, we've got another of Mana's rate CDs, getting into melee range with his ad again so he can be guaranteed that he keeps threat on it. We've got another weapon going out during that after the weapon's gone out, provided you're not dragging ads over each other, everyone gets in ASAP. If someone does get MC'd at range like that, if they're not engaged while they're at range, they will always wander into melee range. Okay, we're going to have one last weapon, so the bait group is out. And then straight back in, and here is our DPS check. We need to push him prior to weapon, or prior to empowered whirling number 3, which we just did. The third empowered whirling, as I said in the last vid, it overlaps with desecrate and mind control, and is just one gigantic fucking clusterfuck. You do not want to deal with it under any circumstances. Cancel the cinematic. Garrosh always does this weird phase in, phase out shit. And we should be coming active. Yes, here we are, active. And Lachesis is dragging it off into the corner. The whole group's following. This is as per the Vox vid still. And Malice is going to be coming, so everyone's grouped up. Not a terribly great group, but it works. Malice, of course, goes on the 2 closest people to Malice, so everyone's forming up around the edge, and once they get a stack, they get out until it clears, and then they come back in. The weak aura is fucking gold here. And there's going to be a second Malice, so everyone is clustered into the middle. Some quicker than others. After the second Malice, we're going to be going into the bombard phase. We're going to have 4 people stacked together. Will trigger an iron star, and the Malice will continue for a little while after this bombard phase. So we've got Turkish, Witty, whoever's got the Malice, and Impatient all staying together. Once the Iron Star is summoned, as it was just there, Winnie splits off and deals with the Iron Star, while Turkish, whoever had the Malice, and Impatient finish off soaking the Malice. Bombard's ended, the next Malice has come out, so we're just back to normal. Everyone's at the fringes of the Malice, ducking in and out. And Winnie's coming round with the Iron Star, and you don't really get to see it, comes hard up the arse, and we've blown some survival CDs to soften the blow there. And we've got the second Malice, always 2 Malices per phase, and Core Bombardment overlaps with this. So Turkish, Winnie, and Mana are dealing with the Malice because Turkish got it, so we had to work on the fly here. Winnie and Mana are just staying with Turkish to soak it for as long as it takes until the Malice goes away. If there was a 4th person there, they would have summoned an Iron Star, which we really did not want to have happen. We had to ad-lib on the fly a bit. It was meant to be Turkish and Winnie who was soaking it, but Turkish had the Malice, so Mana stepped in quickly and stopped the Malice going off, because if the Malice goes off, Garrosh starts getting more rage, which will summon ads, which will wipe the group. Plus, he also does 200,000 damage to everyone per tick of the Malice he receives, which is going to seriously fuck you up.